Hello Cities Skyliners, Wellington 6012 here, and welcome back to Rockwood Springs here, overlooking the scenic Rockwood Springs in Rockwood Springs. Yes, episode 50. Today will be the last episode in the series. And yeah, so I thought that we would have a bit of a look at what we've done over the past 50 episodes, and maybe have a bit of a chat about what's next. So no big massive plans to finish heaps off today, just there are a couple of things I want to do. So let's get into it and get out of this. So first of all, just in regards to traffic. Traffic is a thing. It's been a little bit tricky lately. This intersection's been playing up. Mainly to try and let this stuff through. It's coping, but only just. So, a little bit of a predicament that I have played a number of hours off camera at some quite high speed, because we did have a little bit of an incident. Let me explain. I didn't realise that we had it, and yeah, so that caused a few problems. There was some traffic trapped on this rail crossing, preventing railway cars, trains, that's what we call them, trains. Preventing trains going through. This all completely gridlocked the whole thing. We got a bit of gridlock sort of up into here, and this gridlock went all the way back here, all the way back here, all the way back here, and when I noticed it, it was back to here, and it got worse before it got better, and it gridlocked all up through here as well. So what I did was I turned off that cargo port to try and lessen the traffic that was coming over, which did kind of work. Unfortunately, all the traffic decided to go to this port instead, which then clogged all this up. Ugh. So yeah, so that's so the money's gone down a little bit. There were other reasons for that too, but yeah, and population has just been climbing lately. It did get as low as 95, which was a bit disappointing since we got up to 100 last time. And I'm not seeing any obvious like death waves or anything like that, so I don't know what's going on. And I added some more residential, just a few through here. So sort of finishing off this area. And also I put some just over here as well, I think. Yeah, I just put a few more in there. So yes, it's not going up super awesomely, which, yeah, and I had extra residential in here as well when we were sort of going down last time. So I don't know what's going on there, but anyway, hopefully we'll get back up to 100,000. So yes, today is going to be the last episode. I know that there's all this untouched land over here, but as I've talked about over the last few episodes, I just think that it's pretty much come to its conclusion. I think episode 50 around the $10 million dollary-doos amount and the 100,000 population. I just feel like now, we've won a game. I feel like now is the right time to pull the pin. Yeah, it just feels like the right thing to do. There's still things that I wanted to do. I want to fill up this area and do some other stuff. But yeah, I think that will have to wait until the next series, which I don't know when, I don't know where as in map. But yeah. So what I thought is I might just go down a trip down memory lane. I'm not going to do any fantastic editing or stuff. I've just got the playlist up on my other computer screen here. And yes, so I thought we would just touch base on where we sort of started, which was down in this area here. From memory, because it's such a long time ago now. When was it? It was June, and we're in February at the moment. So it's been a while. And yeah, I sort of started off with a grid sort of to get the game going. So next series, I will be starting with the 81 tile mod enabled, I think, because as much as playing the vanilla style and unlocking tiles is quite cool and is a bit of a challenge, when we get to a city this big, it kind of backfires on you a bit. Like, for instance, fairly early on, we built this industrial area down here, which is sort of right in the middle of the city. And yeah, so I have no regrets about the city. Absolutely far from it. If I was to do it again, maybe there's some things I might do differently, but I don't think so. I think there's some learnings for next time. Bearing in mind that this playthrough was the first time that I got back into Cities Skylines after quite a substantial break. So it has really been a learning thing, also with the video editing as well, of how to produce videos for this particular game. So yeah, it's I'm thinking next series will be different. Probably 20-30 minute episodes, more edited, so same sort of content level as what I've produced in here, but just more editing and making the episodes shorter and what's the word? Shorter, but more just better. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But really, if we look at traffic, which is always the biggest challenge in this game, really we've never dropped, apart from when something's gone wrong, we've really never dropped below that 83, which is the theoretical best that you can really get in this game. I've never really seen it above 83, as we dropped to 82. So yeah, I think some of the decisions I made in regards to traffic and stuff were good. So yeah, quite happy with that. Let's just look at power. Yeah, I think doing the 81 tiles mod from the word go and just having the power in the road is the way to go. That was just a little bit of a headache I didn't need. And water. So water's an interesting one. We did adapt and put our dam in here, so that was quite good. But I think all this stuff down here looked good from an early stage, but also did cost us quite a bit in maintenance. So yeah, so that's a thing. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, wood was good. But yeah, as I say, 81 tile mod. This intersection has also been causing me troubles. I was just playing with this before I turned the camera on. I did make this a giveaway because everything was just ploughing through there, even though it's not going to the intersection. Yeah, it was backing up all this traffic. So yeah, as I've said numerous times, just now is I feel the natural point to end it. The traffic is coping, but I feel like we are on a tipping point that some of these roads cannot handle much more. And that's just the way it is. I mean, this big industrial area with the port and stuff, to have to drive through the city to get to it is not ideal. We really need, like one of these highways to sort of loop through here or something. So yeah, there's definitely some learnings for next time. I think some smaller areas. Like, there's nothing wrong with this area. It's just you have to drive through all this to get to it. And that causes problems. And I think the wharf, we need to put that separate. That needs to be a separate thing. So that's sort of what I'm thinking is, because yeah, when we continued on this, we worked down here, and remember we had a whole lot of fires and stuff down here. And then we sort of went up onto the hill and started with the ores. But yeah, this was our sort of bit of industry down here. As you can see, yeah, that's creating a lot of traffic through there. But a very nice area. A very nice area. I think I could probably spread things out a bit more. It is quite tight in certain places. Which has just been, see, look how that's backing up. Which has just been pretty realistic to how things go, like you have to build around certain roads and geographical features and deal with it. But yeah, so yeah, there's things that could be done better. So anyway, this was our first area over here, and then we went up into Oliver's Ores. Again, a lot of industry, which I was probably limited to the size that I made it because these roads couldn't handle any more than what's there at the moment. I know we had to rejig this intersection here just to get that flowing. So yeah, learnt heaps. I mean, the buses have been just awesome. There's a lot of people waiting there. But I think they're all going to get on. Yep, they're all going to get on. Yeah, I think, you know, there's some things that I've really done quite well. Just giving myself a pat on the back, and yeah, the transit and stuff like that has been good. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities, of course. Didn't have any trams or anything. See, a bit thick through here as well. So, don't need to repair anything. Just thinking about next time. So, yeah, so let me just keep going through my list here. So, Oliver's Ore, and we upgraded that. Retail Park and Lemonade. So that's the retail park. I guess we started that. And the Lemonade down here. Yeah, that's right. We put that one in first, and then everything else sort of grew around it. So there are these, the mod that I got as well. If I go to here, I think they're first up here. These mods here. So these will be, I think, quite useful going forward. Food factory. These block industries. Not that I'm intending to replace these ones, just I think there's an opportunity there to build some things. You know, maybe use a building like this, create some little areas that can act as factories and stuff. Yeah, so lots to do. Anyway, yeah, so we came down into this area, and yeah, then went into up into Caroline's cattle, which was up here. So I'm liking this. I mean, this could even be spread out more than what it was, and that was just a reflection of the unlocking squares. So yeah, I mean, we can extend out up there, of course, but yeah. So, and then also this, I think, you know, we've got the mixture of crops and cows, which produce crops. No, crops go into the cows, and then that produces animal products. Same as these. So I think probably, you know, we could just have cows up here and milk parlours and stuff, and have this stuff somewhere else. Because the thing is, we've only got. So we didn't put cotton anywhere. We didn't do potatoes. We did wheat down the other one, and we got greenhouses. So I think there's opportunities to do things better next time. You know, maybe one farm for each of the types. And yeah, and ores, sort of same thing again. You know, spread them out around the place. But we didn't really have a map that was necessarily conducive to that in the early stages. You know, maybe if we had a few more hills. I mean, I made this map so it had big build areas, but you know, maybe we had a few more hills to break off and differentiate areas. Might have been better. Things to think about. What do we do after that? Then we got into trains. Let's have a look at the trains. So again, a yard like this, I think I probably wanted to put in earlier, as soon as I established the trains, because we had our trains, but we didn't actually have a depot for them, which I think, you know, we should have a depot for them. And one of the things we didn't do was really have a freight depot. So again, maybe linking in with this or something, we work out that for next time, but didn't really happen here. But the trains, yeah, let's just have a look at the trains. In here, look at that, 880. But they're all keeping up, you know, using those big carriages. It's really quite good. I bet you that's the one in town, is it? No, that's the one up the top. Yeah, I don't know where everybody's actually going, but anyway. Yeah, so we ended up sort of with loops and loops, which is kind of a hub and spoke type thing, but yeah. This, how's the other one doing? University line C, that's got quite a few people on it, so that's good. It's real good. Let's just get out of that. So this this one down here sort of ended up... Whoa, this ended up being our hub one, really. Oh, gosh. Sorry. This ended up being our hub station. Which, again, is fine. But the access to it's not fantastic. Yeah. And I've already talked about, I think this is in the wrong place. And I think that potentially wants to be next to a amusement park. Which is there, isn't it? Yeah. Look how many people are there, though. Cool. Hang on, let's just zoom in, shall we? So these. Over there. Elijah Motti. With the old Daft Punk helmets. Oh, that's cool. So I've never used... There was a bit of a learning thing with these. Oh, it's over. It's over. Big wave of happiness, maybe? Yes, look at that big wave of happiness. Oh, that's awesome. And look at all the people streaming out. Getting their pocket cars out. See, why don't they park in there? You know, instead of pocket cars. Just park. Park in there. Look at them all going. Crazy. Yeah, more need to come over this way. Oh, at least they're going in through the park instead of... Oh, I didn't make a shortcut for them. Oh, they can pay their way. Anyway, that's good we saw that, because that's... Yeah, see, there they are there. So they're making money. That's real good. Real good. Okay. But yeah, not the best place for them. And the park itself, I think we made that about then. Garland Park, yeah. So, a nice park. Heaps of people visiting it. How many have been in now? Over 1 million. Over 1 million. $20 dues a pop. 20 million. That's pretty good. Yeah. So anyway, that was the sort of start of it, and then we spread out over here, of course. So let's go put some houses in, because we have a little bit of residential demand, and I want to try and get those numbers back up. So over here, let's just go here. So, of course, it has been quite time-consuming, the method that I've used to put houses in, but I do like the outcome of it. And I think for next time, just need to make sure that I'm not afraid to duplicate. And what I mean by that is not getting too much of a... yeah, not being afraid to have that street look like that street, because I'd never look at it at the same time. So with that in mind, which way is it? That way, I think. Yes. Oops. Need to erase that. Okay. So let's just bring that down a bit. There we go. That's what we want. Let's just put the brush on. Like so. And yeah, I might put some shops and stuff over there. So yeah, placing them one by one has been time consuming. But I've... Oh, what's going on? Press the wrong button. But I do like how it came out. So I think I just need to stick with limited numbers of houses, sort of like this. I'm thinking just these ones here, which is part of the... Hang on, let me open it up. Those. Which is not in a series, in a collection. But anyway, that's the American suburban house. So I quite like all of these. And yeah, some of them have got variants in their roofs and things. So you can actually just sort of do them like that. There's some that are just 3x4. You can do like that. And I think that's probably the way to go, is just limit to these ones. Because, you know, you can place them fairly quickly. And then just pull some of them back like that, just to squish them up a little bit. Because, yeah, I'm not... And I know you can do this with, like, what do you call it, zoning or whatever. But I've never quite got the hang of that. So yeah, so even though it takes a little while, it's actually, I think, fairly effective. And, you know, maybe we need to do some areas with these other ones. Like these ones here, the New Zealand ones. Ginian homes. Yeah, because if you look, what I'm talking about is like this area here, you know, this is just like a single suburb. And yeah, when you get down close to it, maybe there's too many trees, but you know, it's, actually no, this reminds me of like Queenstown actually. It's got a real Queenstown vibe. City in the South Island of New Zealand. Yeah, so all modern and yeah, Queenstown's kind of like Whistler, you know. Nobody can afford to live there. The workers, I mean. Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, so it's been a little bit time consuming to put these in and line them up, but I think the result works out quite well. What I have done previously is also just mixed in some apartments, you know, not skyscrapers, just apartment blocks to get some of that mixture. And just put those up there, and then we've probably got room for a few more. Down the end, yeah, things are going up. Oops. So no intentions to play Cities Skylines 2 just yet. Basically, just going to wait for it to come out of beta, which, if you know what I mean. I know others haven't been too nice about how it is. I haven't really watched a lot of videos on it. I know there's been some people saying not nice things, and then there's been some other people that have been quite supportive in their critiquing. So yeah, critiquing, like, it's not right, but certainly, you know, saying that it's not where it needs to be at the moment and offering solutions. It's just... So yeah, I think there's still quite a bit of life left in CS1 until they figure out their problems. And I just think CS2 is I just treat it as still being in beta at the moment. That's how I feel about it, and I'm not going to play it until it's had its full release. Let's get rid of those. Right, let's put some buildings in. What's that? Fitness place. Why not? Some parking. This isn't going to work. There you go. What else we got? Yeah, see, all these are cool, but they're just too small. I mean, that one's not too bad. KFC over here as well. Put one of those in for a while. Yeah, see, that would be awesome if that was bigger, that one there. They just don't seem right. Which is annoying. That one is miles too high. Don't know what's doing all the way up there. Okay, that's good. So a few little buildings and things there. Let's put some trees in. It's not there. See, look at my money go down. I need to use Move It a bit more for those sorts of things. Save me some monies. Okay, so that's I think that's that area sort of finished now. Let's get out of that. Okay, so I mean we could fill all this up with more residential and stuff, but that ain't gonna happen. So yeah, hopefully we'll get back up to 100. It's just ticking over. Now, down in this area here, so hang on, let me just go back to my list. I know I'm waffling on today and not actually doing much, but that's kind of where I'm at. Big city industry, transportation, travels, growing the city. Okay, then we went into the forest, into the forestry. Which I'm pretty happy with actually. Again, quite condensed around this area, just that's how it was when I first started. Whereas this is a bit more spread out, which I think is really what we want to do for the forestry going forward. Have like the forestry zone, maybe the same amount of stuff that's in here, but actually spread it over, you know, twice or three times the area. Really spread it out is what I'm thinking next time. But as I say, absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with Fred's Forestry. Let's just go and have a look at the industry info. So, profit 14. I don't know how often that is. It's good though. Produced units, quite a lot. And of course, that's just the industry side of things. We've got these, not that one. We've got like these things here, which I think they're really cool. Those forestry blocks. Yeah. So that's a busy place. Certainly these, I think there's room to have some decent areas for these paper plants. But again, you know, they don't sort of look right here in the forestry. We maybe need to have forestry producing the pulp somewhere and just putting it all into log yards, which are actually quite empty at the moment. Maybe we need some more. Might need to put in some more things actually. Let's just copy that one there that I saw. Grab it with this. And copy that, and we'll put one over here, shall we? Copy? Oh, I did copy. So I've got two there now. Yeah, I've got two there. I didn't hear it go clunk. Okay, we'll put it up in there, shall we? Just make sure there's only the one. Yeah, there's only the one. Okay, so that's good. Probably put another one up in there actually. Just on the hill. Whoa! That'd work. Yeah, they work quite well, those ones. Because, yeah, why do we need to actually have a building for those sorts of things? You know, so, yeah, so that's good. Good. Right, yeah. So certainly, you know, I think these buildings here I mean, obviously have some in town or something in sort of a real industrial type area like this. But I think just using a simple building, maybe one of those combined with one of these, because let's face it, we always need more industry. And yeah, putting one of these, like one of these block things in here, so get out of there. Getting the a pulp. Hang on, let's just go here. Pulp. So I mean, we've got that one. And maybe that's not actually too bad. It's smaller though, isn't it? Smaller, yeah. So maybe we could have like one of those. Which actually looks pretty cool. I don't know why I didn't realise it before. One of those, like next to these buildings, and then we could put a thing in there as well. Like because these are just workers, and they're only 20, given the size of it. I would feel not guilty at all by putting a block thing in to increase it. So like, what are these things? These are, okay, so they're paper. So we might have one of those or something, and then we could put paper, like one of these, and like use these sorts of things for props and stuff, So if we had those out there like that, so I wouldn't necessarily waiting for stuff. So I wouldn't necessarily put it in a situation like this. I might actually put a whole, area with some extra buildings, and not buildings, but props and car parks and stuff like that, loading bays, So essentially just trying to make one of these using other blocks is what I'm thinking. Yeah, so that'll be for next time anyway. Because that's, I've said it before, the next series I really want to work on a area and just finish that area off during the episode and then move on, because that's been one of the little headaches of this is just has been annoying having to come back and finish things off, and really struggling to do that. Like this, university area, it's unfinished because I couldn't knock it off all in the one go. So anywho, right. Excuse me. Fish. Fish. Something fishy. So yeah, then we must have opened up this area. Yeah. So we have got other stuff in here. This is not too bad, this area. This worked quite well. We've got traffic going around the periphery. So in the area itself, it's not too bad. Not like, excuse me, this area here, which we got the fishing, and then all the fishing industry is over in here with the oil. Again, I think in hindsight, the fishing industry all needed to be in here, or else if it stayed here, all these oil things, and not having that here, but all these oil things could be here, but not this heavy oil infrastructure. That needed to be somewhere else. So again, breaking down these industry areas into smaller places is what I'm thinking. So over here might be oil. I mean, bearing in mind we've got all these like little things as well. I mean, that's a pump, but stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's good. But we need to have the oil pumping production here. Oh, see, look, I thought that was just getting trapped in there, but no, it's gone. So we just need to wait for this. So it's only for 20%. It's never full, that one. Ooh. And hopefully that... See, what was happening is that was blocking both of them up. Anyway, it's okay now. It's all clear. It's all clear. Yeah, so this needs to be somewhere else. Maybe up on top of the hill on the other side of the motorway or something. So, as I said, just having a think out loud. yeah, nothing wrong with this at the moment. It's coping, but yeah, it doesn't take much and you can't really add to it, so yeah. Right, where do we go next? So yeah, the fishing stuff is something that we could improve upon. Let's just expand that. Then we went up here to the oil area. So yeah, again, this roundabout is right on the limit of what it can actually handle. There's a lot of traffic coming through there. I mean, this has been okay, but yeah. Zoom. That one's full. Where did that come from? Train terminal. Okay, that's good. Good. Good that that's full. Yeah, so yeah, again, this chemical, the petrochemical area was just put in really to actually give us the stuff we needed, and was not the ideal spot. Let's say having the map open, having the map right from the word go will help. I'm liking this area. And yeah, some big fields like this are pretty good. I think it's reasonably spread out. Maybe don't need those in there, just stick with, you know, blocks like this and then nothing for a while. I never put our little township in here, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, that's that. Oh, those numbers have gone down again. I don't know why we're dropping in population. Are we just in one of our lulls at the moment? Where is our statistics? Oh, they're up in here, aren't they? They're up in there. So yeah, we're just in a little bit of a lull at the moment. Does go ziggy zaggy up. Hopefully we'll come out of it soon. What else we got? Treasury. So we've been pretty consistent once we got up to that. Once we hit that 10. Budget, pretty consistent. City value, I don't even know what that is. Taxation, consistent. Everything's sort of... What's people moving into the city. So, some real dives there. Don't know why that was. Birth rate. Okay, so we really peaked to get up to that. So if we put the death rate next to that, then yeah, you can see the correlation. Alive, dead, or born, dying, born, dying. So with that in mind, we're due for another birth rate by the looks. Ready for that to jump up, which is probably just what we're waiting on to get back over 100. Available jobs. Employment percentage. So we've kind of always been in the high. Yeah, that's pretty good. Tourists. Probably something we could have improved upon. Yeah, but anyway. Imports and exports. Why are they not ticking? Yeah, so our imports really did skyrocket there, but then we got them under control. So I was pretty happy with how that went, and this is all just post. Actually, it did skyrocket there a bit, didn't it? I wonder why that is. Let's get out of there. So back into here. Import. So it's all post. Maybe it was just when we put in like one of those big things over here, one of those the big postal thing. Export, so export's pretty good. See, I think there's more room for forestry, eh? Lots of goods, so that's positive. Forestry and ore products is right down as well. This might be under potential there on the old oil products. Yeah, okay. Right, then we got into Sycamore Heights. Hang on, let's just have a look. Yeah, Sycamore Heights, put the shoe factory in here. Jack's Shoes. Oh, there's quite a few people going through there. Where are they all going? Driving to Jack's Shoes, Jack's Shoes. There's just heaps of people there, that's all. Okay, anyway. Right. So yeah, so Sycamore Heights. I like it. It's good. Yeah. Now, I was just looking at here and I thought we should put something in here like a big park or something. Maybe one of these unique buildings, possibly. So, those are all international things. Maybe something like that. Something like that. That's the music stuff. So I don't know why they are in here. I might just get rid of them. I have been just sort of going through and getting rid of some of these things if I feel like they're not what I want to do. See, they looked a lot better than what they actually are in the photo. Yes, I need to do some of those. We never got to put an airport in. CPU. Yeah, okay. None of those are super appealing to me. Central Park. Oh, that could be the one. Why are we so slow at the moment? Didn't like me highlighting that. Okay. Prop anarchy. Off. On. So that's where I want it, but I can't paste it. I don't know why we're not following terrain either, because that's switched on. Follow terrain. Strange things are afoot. Maybe that isn't quite the right place for it. Having two roads go through the middle like that. Okay, well, I've made it now. Let's put it somewhere else. No, I think we might be deleting it. Cost us a bit of money, but never mind. Some of those will be pretty good at some point, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's go for this one, shall we? So if we were to put that maybe here. Yeah, I think that sort of works. The soccer field's all kind of out of whack. It'll do. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of there. How does it work? Okay, so it's like a university one. It is a university one. Is that the same one as what we've got over here? But maybe you don't need it. It's not part of the university, so you don't need to have it in the thing. Don't know. It's just one pre-university, and when the university DLC came up, it just, I guess, added to it, which makes sense. When's the next game? Next match, 17th of the 12th. Not far away. Not far away. It's annoying how it's called Rockfield SFC when it should be Rockwood. Anywho, that's fine. Probably put some fast food along here, maybe. Like McDonald's on the corner. BK. KFC must be here somewhere. Yes, I know Wendy's. Of course, it'll probably be along this one here, actually, now that I look at it. Let's move them away from there and put them down here. So again, this is something that I probably haven't done enough of, just having like a row of these sort of sets, shops, and just copy them somewhere else. Like, this could go here and put a petrol station in the middle there, you know? Just to mix it up. And I think there's a car wash one, isn't there? Yeah, it would go quite nicely just next to that. You know, and I think that typical... What is that truck doing going through there? Why did you come out of there, truck? Let's move that over, link it up with that. Yeah. No, that looks pretty good. So could spread these out and just intermingle them with other businesses, maybe. So every second one was something else. Like, don't even know what that is. Never heard of it. Have I got thing turned off? Why can't I? Tree anarchy, prop anarchy. Toggle anarchy. There we go. That's why I was having so much trouble. Maybe put it in there. Move that one back. It's just that sign that's the problem. There we go. That's good. Quite close to these ones over here, but never mind. Look at how many people are in there. At least they're used in the car parks. These have been awesome, these car parks. Those are actually buildings. 6 workers. Nope, that's cool. Okay, so yeah, so that's good. Hopefully that'll just boost up things and get some more people moving in. I wish I knew had this. I wish that I knew I had this old folks home. That would have been good. Yeah, the traffic's a bit heavy. Right. What else was I going to look at? Well, I might just go back to the playlist. So then we put these factories in up here. Which, yeah, just initially I don't think we had all enough resources to be going on with. What's that? That's a large warehouse. Okay, so that's good. 50%. 50%. Okay, so they're all full of stuff at the moment. You know, we never, actually just looking at this building, we never really had a decent office area, you know. Had some office parks around the place, but never really put a lot of offices in. So, you know, I have hamstrung myself a little bit with some of the decisions I made. This one got copied around the place. See, that's only 20 workers for that big, huge building. That's just primed to be part of a distribution centre for, like, one of these, you know, a clothing factory distribution centre. So inwards and outwards. I mean, I know personally of a large New Zealand retailer that has a distribution centre like this. And that's what I would sort of use it for, you know. And then we could have, yeah, it's got containers out the back that they import. So it's not necessarily a manufacturer, it might be a clothing importer. You know, and we could get a logo on the side for that. For instance, we could go, if we could find a logo that sort of suited something. Not Shoe Carnival, but Pier 1 Imports. You know, we could, just as an example, have something like that, you know. Maybe something else, something with a bigger sign that could link up. Okay, so anyway, let's move on. Fires, we need to decide what we're going to do next time about fires, because I did essentially turn them off because they were just becoming annoying. Yeah, see, this one's does fill up every now and then, this roundabout. Doesn't really want all this stuff through here. Probably only wants to be a three-way. It's just a bit too much to be over there. You know, maybe that actually in hindsight wanted to come underneath or something. Have this as more of a main thoroughfare through. Oh yeah, anyway. University, we've already had a look at that. That was a bit of a learning thing. Yeah, I think this could potentially be a lot more compact next time. Yeah, and not on a hill. Or on a hill, but just not the way I've done it here. Never used universities before. Still got to have a bit of a play with the other ones, like the, what do we got? Trade school. Liberal arts. Did that one. And then the varsity sports. Spread them out across the place. What's that? Science centre. Faculty. It's a faculty. What does it say? University students who wish to specialise in certain areas go into the faculty building to educate citizens. Each faculty building Okay, so... Can I just put that anywhere? 800 students. Probably not, because... Let's say... No, I can put it anywhere. So I could put one like down here or something. So that's like a university. That's weird. What am I doing? Okay. Still learning. Yeah. So anyway, that's something to think about next time. So at a certain point we managed to open up all of this, and I opened up the 81 tiles mod, which reset all my zones and stuff. So again, that's why I need to get it going from the word go. I've already talked about the zoo quite a bit when I actually made the zoo. That's not the place. So that zoo, I think, wants to be like down in this, potentially in this sort of area, you know? Could be. Certainly, you know, this thing here wants to be actually out in the bay. So, yeah, again, things I didn't know before I did it. And also, again, just having everything unlocked from the word go, so that I can make it all in one hit. But I do like this zoo. I really do. Especially considering how many people use it. It's just crazy. There's plenty of people using the bus to get there. Yeah. That's real cool. But, you know, this could be out on its own somewhere, not plonked in the middle of everything. You know, I mean, in hindsight, it might have been quite a good thing to put out on this peninsula, for instance. But I'm not moving it now. These retail hubs I like. Yeah, they're good. First one's my favourite. Right, so we're getting into the 40s now for the episode. Upgrade the railway lines, death waves. So then we're just really getting into the headaches of everything, the size of everything. So what are you missing? Flour. Why are you missing so much flour? We've got plenty of flour mills. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, you know, a building like this to store the flour, and some grain silos like this next to it to store the crops, and then some sort of manufacturing hall that may be a building like this, or, you know, maybe we have a building like that, but we also have one of these rusty buildings or something attached to the back of it. There was one down here, I think. Where am I? You know, so I can sort of combine them into areas. Yeah, that one there. Maintenance facility. You know, because that could go on the back of... That could go on the back of the flour thing. And then again, I could put some more flour things in. And I would have to make props around it, you know. So put a whole lot of these outside or something. That sort of carry on. And put that in there. I'm not going to for this one, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think there's just opportunities there to a bit more creativity to make your own factories, basically, with those blocks. So that's quite exciting. I'm quite looking forward to doing that. And it would be doing it kind of like what I've done with this lemonade factory, you know. So there's the fence. You know, this is actually the factory here, even though it's got other buildings inside. That's kind of what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Ching, 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 ching. Anyway, so yeah, that's that's that. And then we've also got our sort of modern suburb, which these always come up quite well. I do feel like we need some palm trees though. I'm not going to put them in now, but you know, like Royal Palm, that might have been quite good. It's the coconut ones, I think, is the ones I normally use. Coconut, yeah, these ones here I use them quite a bit in my builds. Put around the swimming pool, eh? So they just really add. Oh, because I'm placing them like that and I've got it turned up too high, we're getting too many paste, but yeah, I think that just changes the whole vibe of the suburb, you know. So that's that. So really, today was just a little bit of a look around. See, this is all backing up again now. Because I've pretty much done everything that I sort of feel like I want to do. Yeah, I'm not really going to go into there. It's a shame we haven't got back up to 100,000 population and our money's sort of going back towards 10 million, but we did reach it. So yeah, that's that. So that's Rockwood Springs. I think I'm actually going to pull the pin there. I think I've done enough. It's been a great pleasure building the city, and I've really enjoyed it. It's been some hard work as well. There's a lot of hours gone into this. But as I've said numerous times, now I feel is just the time to say enough is enough, and as mayor, time to retire. And looking forward to, at some stage, having another go at building a city. And yeah, that's that. So hasn't been super majorly huge views on the Rockwood Springs throughout. Not that I'm worried about that. The whole idea was I just wanted to share it. As long as I had like 3 or 4 people watch it, that would have been enough. But it does feel to me like, looking at the stats, there have been some regular viewers. So I thank you for your viewership. If you've reached this far in this episode and this far in the series, yeah, I have made this series for me to make Rockwood Springs. So it was never really about the video as such. You know, I did my best, but yeah, the building of the city prioritized over the making of the videos. As I say, next series may be a little bit leaning towards the other way. Creating the video, building the city to create the video, if that makes sense. Yeah, which will be a bit more work. And what I'm thinking of doing is that, yeah, short episode, once a week or something. Not getting ahead on the episode, so a chance for people to give feedback, comments, all those sorts of things, and maybe even fit in some live stuff. You know, if I just get some time up my sleeve and think, you know, I'll do a stream of it today, and yeah, just some of the monotonous stuff and get people engaged that way. So yeah, so that's that. That's what I'm going to call it. Thanks everybody for joining me today. The last 50 episodes over the last 7 months. Hopefully you can enjoy me again next time, whenever that may be. And until next time, as always, stay safe out there, everybody, and have a good one.